How to get a LLC. Introduction. Hello and welcome. We'll guide you through the essential steps to form your own limited liability company, commonly known as an LLC. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or someone looking to understand the basics of business structure, this course is designed to give you a quick yet comprehensive overview. Before we dive in, let's understand why forming an LLC is a crucial step for many businesses. An LLC provides a unique combination of liability protection and flexibility, making it a popular choice among entrepreneurs. It's a legal structure that can help protect your personal assets, create a clear management structure, and offer potential tax benefits. Key considerations. Forming a limited liability company, LLC, involves several key considerations. Here is a step-by-step guide on how to get an LLC, including the key considerations at each stage. Research and planning. Research your business idea and determine if forming an LLC is the right legal structure for your business. Consider the benefits of limited liability, flexibility in management, and tax advantages. Choose a name. Select a unique and available business name that complies with your state's naming rules. Ensure the name reflects the nature of your business and is not already in use by another registered business. Registered agent. Appoint a registered agent who will receive legal documents and official correspondence on behalf of the LLC. The registered agent must have a physical address within the state of formation. Articles of organization. Prepare and file the Articles of Organization with the appropriate state agency, usually the Secretary of State. This document officially establishes the LLC and includes details such as the business name, address, registered agent information, and sometimes the names of the members. Operating agreement. While not always required by law, it's highly recommended to create an operating agreement. This internal document outlines the rights and responsibilities of the LLC members, management structure, and operational procedures. Even if you're a single-member LLC, having an operating agreement is beneficial. Obtain an EIN. Obtain an Employer Identification Number, EIN, from the IRS. This unique 9-digit number is used for tax purposes and is necessary for opening a business bank account, hiring employees, and filing taxes. Business licenses and permits. Determine the licenses and permits required for your specific business type and location. This can include local, state, and federal licenses depending on the nature of your business. Bank account and finances. Open a separate business bank account for your LLC. This helps maintain the separation between personal and business finances, which is crucial for preserving the limited liability protection. Tax considerations. Understand the tax implications of operating an LLC. Depending on the number of members, an LLC can be taxed as a sole proprietorship, partnership, or corporation. Consult with an accountant or tax professional to determine the most advantageous tax treatment for your situation. Compliance and reporting. Stay compliant with ongoing requirements such as annual reports, renewals, and other filings as required by your state. Failure to meet these obligations can result in penalties or the loss of your LLC's good standing. Insurance. Consider obtaining business insurance to protect your LLC from potential liabilities and risks. Document preparation. Forming a limited liability company, LLC, involves several documents and filings. While the specific requirements may vary by state, the following are common documents and steps involved in preparing for an LLC. Articles of Organization. This is a fundamental document required to officially create an LLC. It includes information such as the LLC's name, address, registered agent details, and sometimes the names of the members. Each state has its own form or template for the Articles of Organization, which you can usually obtain from the Secretary of State's website. Operating agreement. Although not always a legal requirement, creating an operating agreement is highly recommended. This internal document outlines how the LLC will be managed, the rights and responsibilities of the members, and other operational details. It helps establish clear guidelines for the functioning of the business. Employer Identification Number, EIN. Obtain an EIN from the IRS. This 9-digit number is used for tax purposes and is necessary for opening a business bank account, hiring employees, and filing taxes. You can apply for an EIN online through the IRS website. Business licenses and permits. Identify and obtain any necessary licenses and permits for your specific business type and location. This may include local, state, and federal licenses depending on the nature of your business. Check with your local government and regulatory agencies. Registered agent acceptance. If you've appointed a registered agent, they may need to sign a document acknowledging their role and responsibilities. The registered agent is the person or entity designated to receive legal documents and official correspondence on behalf of the LLC. Initial resolutions or organizational minutes. Some states may require or recommend the adoption of initial resolutions or organizational minutes. These documents record key decisions made by the members during the formation of the LLC. Banking resolutions. Prepare banking resolutions to authorize members or managers to open and operate the LLC's bank accounts. Some banks may provide their own resolution forms. Membership certificates. Although not always required, membership certificates can be issued to LLC members as evidence of their ownership interest in the company. This document is internal and is not typically filed with the state. Filing fees. Be prepared to pay the required filing fees when submitting the articles of organization and any other necessary documents. The fees can vary by state. Compliance calendar. Create a compliance calendar to track important dates, such as annual report filings, tax deadlines, and any other ongoing requirements in your state. Filing process. The filing process for a limited liability company, LLC, involves submitting specific documents and information to the appropriate state agency, usually the Secretary of State or a similar department. While the exact steps may vary by state, the following is a general guide on the filing process for forming an LLC. Choose a business name. Select a unique and available business name that complies with your state's naming rules. Many states provide online tools to check the availability of a name. Registered agent designation. Designate a registered agent for your LLC. This is an individual or entity with a physical address in the state where the LLC is formed, responsible for receiving legal documents and official correspondence on behalf of the company. Articles of organization. Prepare the Articles of Organization, the primary document needed to officially create the LLC. Include essential information such as the business name, address, registered agent details, and sometimes the names of the members. Most states provide a specific form or template for this purpose. Operating agreement. While not always required by law, it's advisable to create an operating agreement. This internal document outlines the management structure, member roles, and operational procedures of the LLC. Employer Identification Number, EIN. Obtain an Employer Identification Number, EIN, from the IRS. This is a unique identifier used for tax purposes. You can apply for an EIN online through the IRS website. Business licenses and permits. Determine and obtain any necessary licenses and permits for your specific business type and location. This can include local, state, and federal licenses. Filing the documents. Submit the required documents, usually the Articles of Organization, to the appropriate state agency. Most states allow online filing, but some may require submission by mail or in person. Pay the necessary filing fees, which vary by state. Processing time. Wait for the state to process your filing. Processing times vary by state, but it typically takes a few weeks to receive confirmation of your LLC's formation. Confirmation and documents. Once your filing is approved, you will receive confirmation and, in some cases, a stamped copy of the filed documents. Keep these documents in a safe place. Operating the LLC. With your LLC officially formed, you can now proceed to open a business bank account, comply with tax obligations, and start operating your business. Ongoing compliance. Stay informed about and adhere to any ongoing compliance requirements, such as annual reports or renewals. Failure to meet these obligations could result in penalties or the loss of your LLC's good standing. Legal obligations. Limited liability companies, LLCs, have various legal obligations that they must fulfill to maintain compliance with the law. The specific requirements can vary by state, and it's essential for LLC owners to be aware of and adhere to these obligations. Here are some common legal obligations for LLCs. Articles of Organization. Draft and file the Articles of Organization with the appropriate state agency, usually the Secretary of State. This document officially creates the LLC and includes essential information about the business. Operating Agreement. While not always required by law, having an operating agreement is highly recommended. This internal document outlines the rights and responsibilities of the members, the management structure, and other operational details. Registered Agent. Designate and maintain a registered agent with a physical address in the state of formation. The registered agent is responsible for receiving legal documents and official correspondence on behalf of the LLC. Annual reports and renewals. Some states require LLCs to file annual reports or renewals. These reports typically include updated information about the business, such as the names and addresses of members and managers. It's essential to be aware of the filing deadlines and comply with them. Taxes. LLCs are generally pass-through entities for tax purposes, meaning the profits and losses pass through to the individual members. However, there are still tax obligations at both the federal and state levels. LLCs may need to file an annual tax return and, in some cases, pay state and local taxes. Employer Identification Number, EIN. Obtain and maintain an Employer Identification Number, EIN, from the IRS. This unique identifier is used for tax purposes and is necessary for opening a business bank account, hiring employees, and filing taxes. Compliance with business licenses and permits. Ensure that the LLC complies with all necessary business licenses and permits at the federal, state, and local levels. The requirements vary based on the nature of the business and its location. Maintain separate finances. Keep personal and business finances separate. This is crucial for maintaining the limited liability protection that an LLC provides. Meeting minutes and resolutions. Document important decisions made by the members or managers through meeting minutes or resolutions. While not always required, these records can help demonstrate the proper management of the LLC. Changes in membership or structure. Notify the state of any significant changes in membership or management structure. Some states require the filing of amendments to update this information. Adherence to state laws. Stay informed about and comply with all state laws and regulations that apply to your specific type of business and industry. Conclusion. In conclusion, establishing and managing a limited liability company, LLC, involves a series of important steps and legal obligations. Key considerations include choosing a unique and compliant business name, filing the Articles of Organization with the appropriate state agency, and creating an operating agreement to govern the internal workings of the LLC. Legal obligations extend beyond the initial formation and may include maintaining a registered agent, filing annual reports, adhering to tax requirements at the federal and state levels, and complying with necessary business licenses and permits. LLC owners should also keep personal and business finances separate to preserve the limited liability protection afforded by the LLC structure. Staying informed about changes in membership or management, documenting key decisions through meeting minutes or resolutions, and adhering to state laws and regulations are crucial aspects of ongoing compliance. It's highly recommended to seek professional advice, including legal and accounting guidance, to ensure that all legal obligations are met. Proper understanding and management of these responsibilities contribute to the successful and legally sound operation of an LLC.